All right, now Meg Stapleton, Governor Palin's spokesperson, in our last couple of moments here with you, because I know it's obviously a very busy day. You have to acknowledge, I assume, that, and I'm sure you anticipated this, that the perception of what transpired on Friday has been largely negative, and it's not just been in the news media. It's been in a lot of conservative circles, and there's been a lot of speculation. Well, this is the death, politically, at least for 2012, of Governor Sarah Palin. When this decision was made, how much was that anticipated, that would be the perception of how this would go down?
I'll say the bottom line is, of course, you think about, it's my job to think about what the reaction will be. But the bottom line is, she doesn't care what that perception is. When she knows what's best and she knows that she's doing the right thing, it doesn't matter. No one will ever, if they're going to criticize her and beat her up and say that this is her death wish, which, by the way, if it's her death wish, why is everybody up here in Alaska reporting on it? But if they're going to, they're going to say it anyway. It doesn't matter if she had all the pomp and circumstance and did it from the gates of the White House. She did it the way she did it because it's best for Alaska, and that's the bottom line, and it's the only thing that matters in her heart and her mind.
All right, now, Meg, the media coverage, of course, has been insanely negative, and it's just a joke what's happened to Governor Palin in the media. Somebody ought to make a documentary film about that. Thankfully, someone has. Thank you for laughing. But one of the media reports that I found to be most hilarious, because it came from Andrea Mitchell on NBC News. Now, Andrea Mitchell, as you know from my film, was among the worst offenders when it came to bad reporting on Governor Palin. She claimed that she had sources very close to Governor Palin that said that Governor Palin's political career was over. She was done for politics for good. What is your reaction to the notion that Andrea Mitchell has sources that would give her information like that?
Well, I heard it, and just for full disclosure, I just got done interviewing with Andrea, because I think that when you spend time with those who don't have the sources, either they're being misled or whatever it may be, you spend time and you talk them through it and you give them that time, and they begin to understand where you're coming from and why you're doing this and that there isn't something hidden. I did hear that, and I said that source can't be close, because there are only a couple of people with the knowledge, and I'm the only one speaking publicly. So it's one of those, you say, gee, that's too bad, because someone's misleading Andrea as a source and trying to pretend to know either what's best for the governor or what the governor is thinking or where she's going. I will tell you this, whatever route it is, the bottom line is the governor's going to take the route that's going to be best for not only Alaska, but for the country. And you know her goals, and it's, reining in the spending that's out of control. It's a smaller government, because right now it's out of control. It's national security. It's energy independence. We're not going down the right path. She will be out there.
But Meg, how do you do that? How do you do that when you're not in power?
I think the governor's proven. And again, the interest in the PAC soared since Monday.
Right.
Every single network, every single cable network is up here. Gee, I thought if she's losing power, you weren't going to be interested. This woman, people are drawn to Governor Palin because she is a normal person. She knows how everyday Americans think, what everyday Americans want out of life, and wherever she goes and whatever she does, people trust that she is always doing what's best for them and knows the best route to get it done. And I promise you, they will be with her as she does this.
How's she doing?
She's doing great.
And the family?
That's the thing. It's always, when you make the right decision in life, you know you feel great. And so she feels great, and the family's feeling great. And as you know, the kids all voted for it, so I'm sure they're loving the fact that, Mom pulled them and their voices were heard.
And Meg, I hope I'm not going to divulge too much here, but what do you think, if people truly knew how difficult your job is and under the circumstances you've been doing it, how shocked do you think they would be, considering how large a figure Governor Palin is nationally?
I don't think they have a clue in terms of if I'm going the right way or helping you in terms of answering it. But there are just a couple of us, and the nation gets deeply distressed when I kind of liken it to she's the mama grizzly, and in D.C. and the D.C. establishment, they say, pay attention to me, I know best, pay attention to me, why don't you like me, why don't you come over here, why don't you do this? There are just a couple of us because she has been focused on Alaska.
Right.
Now she is, and has, now that she is taking outside of the governor's office, her heart will remain in what is best, and there are just a few of us handling it, and we will always continue to just work hard for her and hope that what we do is best.
Well, Meg, I hope the story will eventually come out because you've done an amazing job under incredibly difficult circumstances. We thank you for your time. Stay strong and give the governor our best.
Thank you, John. Appreciate it. Thanks for listening.
Take care. That's Meg Stapleton. She is Governor Sarah Palin's spokesperson. More thoughts on this and your phone calls when we return on the John Ziegler Show.